What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Texas Rangers report. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the prospects that the Texas Rangers need to add to the 40-man roster in order to protect from the Rule-5 draft. So in case you didn't know, every single offseason, teams have to protect players by adding them to their 40-man roster and protecting them from the Rule-5 draft. And basically, the Rule-5 draft is another draft in the MLB which allows teams to draft players that they think can play at the major league level. So MLB teams don't hoard players in the minor leagues. That's how we got Brett the Geist last year. That's how the Tigers got Akil Baddoo. Usually, these guys don't pan out, if we're being honest. But then there's the occasional guy that does. Josh Hamilton panned out. He was a Rule 5 draft pick for the... it wasn't the Reds. It was a different team. He got traded to the Reds. Akil Baddoo looks promising. Brett the Geist didn't work out at all. Carlos Toshi was terrible. But we got Delonda Shields from the Rule 5 draft. So it shows that there is talent to be had here. So basically, the guys that need to be protected is high school players that were drafted in 2017, college players that were drafted in 2018, and international players that were signed in the international period in 2017. So let me go over the rundown of the players that are eligible and who I think the Rangers will add to the roster. And honestly, I don't think it matters how many 40-man spots we currently have open, because the Rangers, if they believe the guy can play at the major league level, they're going to open a 40-man spot for him. So I'm going to go over the list in no particular order. First, we have Ricky Venasco, then Ronnie Henriquez, but there's an interesting topic on him, which I'll need to come back to. Then we have Bubba Thompson, Cole Reagans, the left-handed pitcher, Jake Latz, the left-handed pitcher, Ryan Dolro, utility infielder, Steele Walker, an outfielder, Cole Uvila, a relief pitcher, Jacob Lemoyne, pretty sure he's a relief pitcher, Heber Bueno, another pitcher, Miguel Aparicio, outfielder, Joe Gatto, relief pitcher, we all remember the signing of Joe Gatto, Chris Seiss, our first round pick in 2017, shortstop, Jason Barr, right-handed pitcher, Alex Spees, right-handed pitcher, Scott Angler, pitcher, Daniel Robert, pitcher, Blake Bass, pitcher, Kevin Gowdy, pitcher, in the Kyle Gibson trade, Carl Chester, outfielder, he was in the Nate Lowe trade, Ty Tiedemann, Ezekiel Duran, and Julio Pablo Martinez. I'm sure there's a few more players, but these are the main players that the Rangers need to consider. And honestly, I think it comes down to around 4 to 5 players that the Rangers could end up protecting. Okay, let me touch on Ronnie Henriquez real quick, because he may be eligible and he may not be. It's a little interesting with the time period that he was signed. People aren't really sure if he needs to be protected this year or if it's next year. Although if it is this year, he didn't play extremely well in the minor leagues, but I do still think that he would get protected. So let's just go in the instance that we do need to protect him. So let's run down the list. Ricky Venasco, he's dealt with injuries. Then he with the Tommy John. But I still think the Rangers protect him. He's one of the best pitching prospects in the organization. That's one. Ryan Henriquez, if you need to protect him, I think you will. That's 2. Bubba Thompson, he had a nice season this year. I think you protect him. I don't know his future outlook as a major leaguer, but I think you do protect him. And then you obviously are going to protect Ezekiel Duran. There's no point in trading for him in the Joey Gallo deal just to not add him to the 40-man. And then I think it comes down to 3 people that are on the bubble, which is Cole Reagans, Jake Latz, and Steele Walker. Jake Latz actually pitched in the majors this year, but he didn't do well in AAA. He played well in AA. So I don't know if the Rangers saw enough in him to protect him. We didn't invest too much draft capital in him. He is a guy that could get taken in the Rule-5 draft. Maybe the Rangers protect him, maybe not. With Steele Walker, he was the guy we got in the Nomar Mazara trade. Didn't really do anything impressive in the minor leagues this year. And then with Cole Reagans, he was our first round pick in 2016. Made it to the future All-Star game this year. Played ball at Hickory. And then he got called up to AA and he struggled. So I think all those guys are on the bubble. So the 4 definite locks are Ricky Venasco, Ronnie Henriquez, Bubba Thompson, and Ezekiel Duran. But let's just go for the instance that the Rangers add at least one more guy, okay? Pitching is definitely crucial, definitely starting pitching. But we also have to think about who will actually get taken in the Rule-5 draft. One of the pitchers probably, if we're being honest, Jake Latz would probably get taken since he's the closest big league ready. I don't know how much Steele Walker, what major league value he has, since he needs to provide with his hit tool. He's not that fast. He doesn't provide good defense. And Cole Reagans is not that, he's furthest away from the majors. So maybe the Rangers protect Jake Latz out of all those guys and let the rest go unprotected. I mean, we've already let Cole Reagans go unprotected before. Maybe we do it again, and then he has to just prove it in the minors again. So with that rundown, the Rangers would protect Ricky Venasco, Ronnie Henriquez, Bubba Thompson, Jake Latz, and Ezekiel Duran. And they'll add him to the 40-man, protect him from the Rule-5 draft. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm not the best at predicting this. There's been times in the past where I'm like, he's not going to get added. They're going to add him. For instance, I remember when Anderson Tejeda was and Kyle Cody were prospects. I'm like, they're not going to add them. And they ended up adding them. So we'll just see. I think the rest of the guys that I didn't mention definitely go unprotected, but the guys that I mentioned as locks or as bubbles, those guys definitely get a good consideration from the Rangers. And just a note, look for trades here on out, not just particularly for the Rangers. So the deadline is November 19th. That's when the 40-man roster needs to be set. Look for teams to make trades to clear 40-man spots. The Rangers have done this in the past. The Rays are doing that right now. They traded Mike Brousseau to the Brewers and another pitcher to the Marlins. So look for these deals. Maybe the Rangers trade a prospect. Maybe we get a major league player in return. I don't know. Just guessing. It's not even really a guess. I'm just contemplating different scenarios. But thank you for staying to the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Who do we protect? Who do we leave unprotected? And with that being said, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.